Greetings, Divine Radiance. How are you this morning? Welcome. I am Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I'm a divine interpreter, psychic life coach, and mentor, assisting you with activating the divinity and wisdom within your soul so that you are empowered to create and live an abundant life. All right, let's create it, let's live it, let's be it. All right, so listen, I am doing this quick video because I got a story to share. Look, cameraman fired. That would be me. Anyways, I've got a story to share. So, this morning, as you can see, I'm in my gym clothes, headed to the gym, but I had a few errands to run first, right? So I'm going to let you all know I had an electric bill that I paid via phone and put in my check information. Well, next thing I know, I have a thing on my door saying it said account was closed and you just got to come in with a money order or cash and you've got to pay this, right? Wrong, neither here nor there. So this morning I leave the house, I'm driving, and I skip the freeway entrance, because usually when I leave my house and I get on the freeway, it's usually almost always the opposite side. So I'm so used to either going that way or straight, I went straight. Now here's the thing, I could have turned around and I could have went and got on the freeway, but because we know that everything that happens in our lives serves our highest good and we know there are no mistakes, you know what I did? I kept going. You know what I said? I'll do the post office first, right? So I get to the post office, I pay to send some Palo Santos to a soul client, and guess what happens? After I'm done, I'm like, oh, can I get a money order, please? Right? Now, had I gone to where I was intending to go first, I would have totally went there without cash or a money order, and I don't recall there being any ATM machines there, which means I would have had to leave, go find one, go back. But because Spirit guided me, and when I was guided, and it was without thought, instead of me fighting that and saying, oh, wait, no, I was going this way, that was my intention, right? I followed what Spirit was doing, and look what happened. Saved me time, energy, gas, energy, right? Our energy is priceless, so it saved energy. And someone's on, I see where you had commented, but I missed who it was, so thank you for being here. Also, there's another story I have to tell. Now, this one is super amazing. That's amazing too, but this one touched my heart and my soul in a whole different kind of way. So the other day, I went to the grocery store, and typically Wednesdays are my days to go after Empower Hour. And two of my soul family members, my siblings in light, usually go with me. So we're at the store, we're getting out of the car, and there's a guy who looks homeless, looks like he may be a drug addict or an alcoholic, and he stops and he asks one of my siblings in light, he's asking for money, which I didn't realize this until I turned, because I'm joking and laughing and we headed in. And so my sibling says, well, I don't have cash on me. And so he was like, he looked at me and he's like, I just like it. So I said, well, I don't have cash on me either, but if you come in, I'll buy you a soda, right? So as soon as we walk in, like we're literally walking in the store, he goes, and don't get the vaccine. It's the mark of the beast. He's like, trust me, I'm ex-military, I know. So I'm like, oh no, I'm not. And they're like, oh no, we're not, right? So from there, he starts talking. When I tell you, this man was breaking things down and was so wise, right? Now, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I grew up, I was raised Christian, right? And I remember always being told that God would send angels to you, and those angels would oftentimes appear as a derelict or someone that's unsavory or unpleasant to the eyes or even smell, right? And so, God tests you to see how you're going to respond to these angels, right? Now, back in the day before my healing, I was such a germaphobe. I would be like, back, this 6 feet social distancing, oh, give me about 12, right? But now that I've healed and I'm just totally different, that is not a thing anymore. So literally, I stood there with this man for at least an hour, just receiving all this information. And he goes, God talks to me. He said, God doesn't talk to everybody. Some people receive downloads. Some people it's a knowing. And a lot of stuff that he was saying was stuff that I've already received as well. And some of it was stuff that I hadn't received, but Spirit was like, he is who you're feeling he is right now, right? It's like, well, there's cold sodas there, but then there's cases here, and the cases aren't cold. And he goes, well, would it be okay to get a cold one and a case? I'm like, sure, right? Now, typically I don't give and tell, right? Like kiss and tell. I don't give and tell. However, there's a reason I'm telling this right now. So I had already decided, it was placed on my heart, that I was going to get $20 out and give that to him. And so when I did, I put it in, hey, Cheryl, hi. So when I did, I folded it and then I shook his hand again and put it in his hand, right? I used to do that with my grandmother. She would never take it. So I ended up putting it in a roll pocket. And then by the time I tell her to check a roll, at the airport. So anyways, and then, he and I hugged. But here's where the blessing comes in. So my siblings in light, I told them, first of all, they slow. Because I'm talking to this man all this time. They go shopping. And then by the time we done, we both in line. Separate lines, but at the same time. So I tease them. I'm like, y'all slow. So anyways, so what ended up happening was they go, Nahkila, did you pay for your groceries yet? I was like, no, not yet. They go, we're paying for your groceries. I cried like a baby. I did. And I was like, here's the thing. I told them, I said, it's not just the act itself of paying for my groceries. I mean, that's huge, right? But it's also when you are a light worker and you're serving others, and, like in the capacity that I serve, oftentimes you're the one that's usually giving, like the dynamics of the relationships, because this is what I do for work. It's usually me giving more than I'm receiving, because my personal life and my service, they tend to blend, right? They tend to be even balanced, right? So anyways, that really touched me. But then the other thing that touched me, and this is all transparency, guys, this is 100% like just me sharing with y'all. So over the past 2 months, different people are affected by the things going on with COVID, right? It's not that we have to be, it's just that some of us have not tapped into our power to maintain our abundance, even in the midst of all of these changes, right? So as a result, I've had over $1,400 that I did not receive in payments over the past 2 months, right? Because of this. And so even with that being said, with my income being reduced because of, people not being in that space, I was still giving without feeling like, oh no, hold on so tight, right? Remember, Spirit told us about this. Sometimes we hold on so tight out of fear of not having, and that keeps us from receiving our blessings. So because I know that I'm a master manifestor and Spirit's got me, so whatever I did not receive, it doesn't matter, because all my bills gonna be paid. It's gonna always be there. My car paid, insurance, everything that I require and desire will be done, right? And look how quick Spirit blessed, right? So the lesson here is for us to remember that our blessings may not come in the form that we expect, right? And even in the midst of what we may identify as hardship or lack or less than, Spirit can still bless us. Spirit can still come through in many ways if we believe and if we allow it. And the way we allow it is through our belief and through our actions, right? So that made me cry. Even when we got out to the car, I cried again, hugging them, cried again. I cried probably about 3-4 times, and then when I told the story to my mom, I was tearing up. So yeah, it was just really, really amazing. So I just was like, let me get on and share that, because there were 2 lessons in those 2 stories. The first one was, when Spirit redirects you, we may not always know why, but go ahead and allow it to happen, roll with it, right? Whether it's your time, whether it's your love, whether it is money, right? Because we can give in so many different ways. Don't hold on so tight out of fear that you'll go without, because that was a huge blessing and it was so unexpected. And they were like, we told you we were buying your groceries. And I was like, did you win? Because maybe y'all thought it and you expected me to pick up on it telepathically because we're connected, but I didn't pick up on that, right? I don't know who else is on. Oh, you are so welcome, Cheryl. So welcome. I don't know who else is on, but if you feel led to watch the replay, I definitely do it, because this was really powerful. It was a powerful lesson that was stemmed in 2 experiences I just had today and yesterday. Wait, what's today? No, Wednesday and today, because we're on Friday. It's Friday, right? So you guys may have noticed I didn't share my workout pics yesterday because I didn't work out yesterday. I stayed in bed literally all day. I was tired. I was exhausted physically and mentally. So I just listened to my body and I rested. Didn't do anything. So yeah, but I'm back at it today. I'm headed to the utility place and then headed to work out and then back home to get some work done. And I may go live later this evening and do readings. I haven't decided fully, but if I do, it may be around 9:30, 10 p.m. So just kind of put your notifications on, turn the bell on, so you get the reminder. I may go live. We have a live in the Activating You mentorship group to discuss. And I just may get on and go live and do some reading. So if you see me live, join, okay? Even if you don't get a reading, still join, all right? But I thank you so much for allowing me to share this with you, allowing me to serve you, for tuning in, and for being so amazing. Have a wonderful day, and I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I may see you this evening. Okay, have a good day. Now let's see, how do we turn this off?